Now we shall see the biomass energy conversion process and the end products. You can see in the first column you got biomass. Okay. Second column is conversion process. Third is the energy products, and last is the uses. So if you take dry biomass, that is wood or agriculture residue, means after the agriculture is done, the plants, what shrubs are remaining, na? That is all called as agriculture residue. Paddy also we remove that husk. That all comes under agriculture residue. Now one is the direct combustion. Conversion technology, direct combustion means we burn it. You can burn it in a furnace in your house also. For water heating, a lot of people are burning. So when you burn, what you get? You get heat. And if you use the heat for producing steam from water, you can produce steam. And also you can produce electricity. If you produce steam, you can again produce electricity in a large scale. So uses are directly in industry and even house. Domestic means your house, we are using this combustion technology. Next one is pyrolysis. Pyrolysis means this is a process in which the biomass is heated in the absence of air. Please understand, it is in the absence of air or very little air, and the volatiles are removed so that you get gas. So the volatiles will become gas, and this biomass will convert into char, that is charcoal. Okay. So this is known as pyrolysis, and you will also get as some oil, that is known as pyrolysis oil. So this is controlled combustion in a closed container with very little oxygen, so that you get gas, you get char, the material gets converted, the wood gets converted to char, and you get gas as well as little oil. So this can be used in industry and transport. Then hydrolysis and distillation. You might have seen this ethanol production, ethyl alcohol. So what happens, this sugarcane molasses, molasses, they can do the hydrolysis, that is fermentation. This is basically a fermentation process, okay, where this sugar is converted into ethyl alcohol, and this ethyl alcohol is used in petrol. Now blending, around 5% of blending is allowed in India. So that is known as gasoline plus alcohol, and is used in industry as well as transport. Now second is wet biomass. So far we discussed about dry biomass. Now wet biomass means sewage, sugars from fruits, this etc. So this wet biomass, molasses and all, it can go for anaerobic digestion. Anaerobic means in air, and anaerobic means in the absence of air. So they have got like biogas plants where it is converted into biogas, that is methane, around 50 to 60% methane, and balance will be CO2. Okay, so it is also used in houses, in villages. Lot of biogas plants are there, and as well as in big industries also can use to make take advantage of the whatever the sewage that industry is throwing out. Instead of throwing, that can convert into some useful energy. So waste to energy like. Second, again fermentation and distillation, as I was telling, ethyl alcohol used for chemical industries as well as transport. And lastly, water. Water also you can see there are processes like photochemical process, photobiological process, catalytic process. You can convert into hydrogen, which is a fuel, and this can be used for transport sector as well as chemical. So biomass can be converted to fuel by means of numerous processes. You have seen solid biomass, liquid biomass, even how it is processed. But the process, it depends. If that is the case, why it is not popular? Because the popular, it's not popular because it depends on the quality and quantity of available biomass feedstock. Regularly it should be available. Now suppose agriculture means once in 6 months it is available, then rest of the year it is not available. Okay, but your petrol, diesel is available round the clock. Okay, 24/7 the petrol bunks are open. The desired energy carrier, the environmental standards, economic conditions and other factors. So because of economic conditions also, they are not very popular, and they have got less energy density actually. Weight per kg, if petrol 45 megajoules of energy is there, then wood will have 20 megajoules. So it is almost having half or less than that. and biomass can be directly burned as fuel. All along, man has been burning biomass directly as fuel, but this leads to substantial pollution. Direct combustion is easy, but leads to lot of pollution. See, pollution, we were not very aware of that. In 1974 and all, India came out with this Air Act, then 1982 Act, Water Act, then we came out with the 1986 Environmental Protection Act. So, because of this growing pollution, government took cognizance of that and came out with this legislation. So, we will see the process, few processes like direct combustion. As we are discussing, biomass can be burnt, like wood can be burnt directly without any processing, and it can produce steam. Means heat water to convert steam, make steam, and then steam can run a turbine and produce electricity. Then direct combustion and co-firing. Co-firing means coal के साथ some blending up with coal and burning. That also is promising. And biomass is also burnt in homes and industries. I have seen like your Ramdev hotel. They produce water. They give warm hot water to their residents for bathing and all. That they have got a wood boiler, so they use wood for burning and then produce heat to heat the water which is supplied to the customers. And second is pyrolysis. So pyrolysis is thermal decomposition. See here, temperature comes into picture. So it is thermochemical process. Thermal plus chemical. So thermal decomposition of the organic matter in the absence of oxygen. So pyrolysis is a relatively slow chemical reaction occurring at low temperatures to convert biomass to a more useful fuel such as hydrocarbon rich gas mixture and a carbon rich solid residue. So you can just imagine pyrolysis means you take one drum and you are heating the drum and in the drum you have kept the wood pieces, small pieces of cut, not logs, small pieces of wood. So what happens due to the heat now, the drum is closed, so this whatever this volatile material is there, it will evaporate and go, and at the end what remains inside will be charcoal, black charcoal. Okay. The main products of biomass pyrolysis depend on the temperature, heating rate, particle size and catalyst used. So the main pyrolysis reaction is biomass when it is heated, controlled condition, then it leads to charcoal as well as volatile matter. Volatile means like which evaporates and goes. Then there is something called gasification. Gasification is a thermochemical conversion of biomass into gaseous fuel by means of partial oxidation of the mass at high temperatures. So, the combustion products for complete combustion, when you burn the biomass directly, it will have nitrogen, water vapor, CO2 and oxygen. But when you do gasification, means incomplete combustion, the combustion products are carbon monoxide, because if it is fully completed burnt means it becomes CO2, but if partially burnt it is CO. Then you get hydrogen and traces of methane. So biomass is again converted into charcoal. Then we will see the chemical conversion. Like in chemical conversion without heat. So you can, in biogas plant, you can convert that cow dung into gas, biogas, that is nothing but methane gas. And methane gas can be converted into liquid methanol, which can be used in automobile fuel also. Then you have got thermochemical conversion. Again same pyrolysis what we have discussed, and biochemical conversion, where biochemical means used bacteria, enzymes of bacteria, microorganisms which break the biomass into liquid and gaseous fuels. The technology may be like anaerobic digestion, in biogas plant. It can be fermentation for producing ethanol, and composting, like to produce manure, or it can use vegetable oil and animal oils to produce biodiesel by a process which is known as trans-esterification. And biodiesel is nothing but the diesel obtained from biosources, which can be used as an alternative to petroleum diesel.